All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha Kodash, and double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, who teach them real well, teaching 100% truth, and peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the sincere Akim and Akwaf that are listening in on this truth, pushing in this truth, trying to make they call it revelation sure. And shalom to the brothers that's pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect. May the call of election be upon our homes. All right, shalom. Hey, I'm the brother Corner Waff from the GMS Columbus, Georgia camp. Coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And this is ultimately in response to a lesson that I just watched from the elder this morning. And it's ultimately, this just, hit my spirit to go in on this because, this ultimately just shows the hypocrisy of these Edomites, man, because as you about to see in this video I'm about to play, after Trump, ultimately made that statement at the inauguration, which the elder went into, about, how it's only going to be now, two classifications of genders, and that's male and female, which is ultimately, that's a righteous thing because that's how it is set up according to the Bible, man, but America, has for a long time, pushed the narrative of, these different, genders and binary and all this bullshit, ultimately the Lord only set up male and female. But, the reason I'm going to go into this lesson because, you had, after that, I believe, Trump's supposed to win, which I'm going to let the video play it, to a particular woman priest, which at the end of the day, woman's supposed to be teaching the Bible, but just listen to the hypocrisy of the things in which she says, man. And this is
over the Washington National Cathedral, and there was a powerful admonition by Bishop Marianne Buddy that we want to let you hear as she stood toe to toe with the president. Watch this.
Let me make one final plea, Mr. President. Millions have put their trust in you, and as you told the nation yesterday, you have felt the providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands to find compassion and welcome here.
So let's go live to CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Jiang. Weijia, this is a president who does not like to be admonished, does not like to be told what to do. Do we have an early readout to his reaction to those very powerful words there at that church service? He was on the front row.
Yeah, Reed, well, that church service just wrapped up a short time ago, so we have not heard directly from President Trump. But you're right in that he does not like to be on the receiving end of any kind of criticism. And perhaps you could read that in a different way, but I imagine that he could also interpret it as a commentary on some of the executive orders that he has already taken and spoke about yesterday at length during his first day in office. Of course, the pastor there talking about LGBTQ rights as well as mercy for refugees and immigrants. And we know that President Trump has signed a flurry of executive orders targeting both of those groups.
Well, this is what he had to say.
A flurry of executive orders
Churches and mosques.
Well, this is what he had to say.
And you heard it, man. You know, at the end of the day, you know, and this is supposed to be a so-called priest, you know, a believer of God, which we know these damn Edomites don't really follow and worship after the true and living power, man. You know, it's all hypocrisy, but you know, the point being, you know, she's in there, which as she looks like one of those, you know, alphabet people. She's in there, basically, you know, a defending and fighting for alphabet, you know, community people rights, and pleading their cause when ultimately, you know, hey, you as someone that's supposed to be so-called a person of God, supposed to be against that, man. You know, if you fully understand what the scriptures say. But see, this is why the scriptures say, see is that thou hatest instruction, man. You know, because real quick, I want to get, you know, you know, just looking this up, because it goes into, it said, what was the role of priests? You know, which at the end of the day, we know that the ultimate priests go back to the Israelites, you know, ultimately out of the tribe of Levi's, where you had the priests come because they was ultimately administrators of, you know, the law, you know, making sure, you know, Jake, you know, knew the law, you know, and different things like that. And the Lord ain't never set up no woman, you know, to fulfill those roles. A woman's not even supposed to be speaking, you know, in the congregation, man. You know, the Lord didn't set up women to teach, which we gonna ultimately, you know, get the precept on that, you know. But just to bring this out for edification's sake, it says in the Bible, priests were responsible for a number of duties, including, it says, serving as mediators. Priests acted as intermediaries between Yahweh and the people, offering sacrifice and prayers on behalf of the people, offering sacrifices for what? For sins, man. You see, which sins goes into what? The transgression of the law. It says, this the point. And teaching, priests taught the people about Yahweh's laws and statutes, man. You see? And according to the law, if you go into the law, what does the law say about alphabet community people? You know, let's get it real quick. This is Leviticus 20 and verse 13. It says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lied with woman, both of them have committed an abomination, and they shall surely be put to death, and their blood shall be upon them, man. You see? So right there just shows you the hypocrisy of these Edomites, because yet they say they're God-fearing people. You know, they like to, you know, play the role, you know, as if they're if they're about God, but yet they don't do nothing that the scriptures say, man. You know, and it shows it right here. Because, hey, when you really look at the office of a priest, you know, and things of that nature, they were set up to administer the law to the Israelites, man. You see? So right here is showing you that the Lord is not okay with people that live at that behavior. So why you being a so-called believer of God fighting for people like this when the scriptures say that they're supposed to be put to death? You see? And then hitting at the point that I brought out earlier in first Timothy. No, I think that's 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy 1. Matter of fact, I believe I was right. I think it is 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy 2 and 9. Yep. Because at the end of the day, the Lord say, what? Unto you men have I called, man. The Lord called men to be teachers, you know, and be prophets and things of that nature, man. The Lord didn't call women to go out, you know, and instruct themselves to teach out of the Bible. And as you can see, you see why, man. You see? The scripture say through the women became the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. The Lord ain't dealing with no women on no prophet level, man. You see? To be bringing out no scriptures or to be calling themselves, you know, pastors or priests or none of these things, man. This is 1 Timothy 2. I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, in like manner also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacing and sobriety, not with broad hair or gold or pearls or costly array. It says, but which become of women professing godliness with good works. It says, let the women learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence, man. And that's straight plain and to the point. You know, so the fact that she's even up there like that shows you the hypocrisy, man. You see, because these people, they don't follow what the guidelines of what the scriptures say, man. You know, they don't do according to what the Lord, you know, and the guidelines that he laid down according to the scriptures, man. You see, they do things according to their own heart, you know, and it's evident, man. That's why the scriptures say, before I get what I was going to get, let me grab that about the joy of the hypocrite, man. You see, because all this, hypocrite shit that Esau's doing, man, it's eventually about to be bought brought to an end, man. This is Job 20 and verse 5. It says, I started verse 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth? Verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, man. And that's what these Edomites are, man. They're hypocrites, man. You see? Because yet they like to mention God and all these different things, which ultimately the God that they worship and believe in is Satan, man. You see? Because their whole Roman Catholic doctrine, that Christianity doctrine, it's all bullshit. It's all lies. It's dogma. You see, it's false doctrine, man. It's not according to the true understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh words, man. You see, it's just false doctrine at the end of the day that Esau created, man. Changing the truth into a lie. But as the scripture just read, it says the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment, man, because these people are very hypocritical. Here it is, you in there, you got the the garment on, trying to look the part, that holy, but yet here it is, you look like you participate in alphabet community behavior, and you're in there, basically fending for the rights of these wicked people, man. When the scriptures say that people like that are supposed to be put to death, the scriptures say that. That those type of individuals will not inherit the kingdom of the Most High, and it tells you that as the elder brought out, which I'm not gonna get it. And 1 Corinthians 6 and 9, man, you can go read it. You see, it tells you that those type of individuals will not inherit the kingdom of the Most High, man. Which matter of fact, I will get it. Just for edification's sake, and then I grab what I was gonna originally get. This is 1 Corinthians 6 and 9, and I'm gonna read it in the NLT. This is 1 Corinthians 6, and I start at verse 9. It says, don't you realize that those who do wrong will not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? The kingdom of the Most High is not man land with man and women land with women, and all these, abominations that these alphabet people commit. Aren't these things not considered wrong in the eyes of the Lord? Yes. And we read it. You see, the Lord say people like that should be what? Put to death. They're an abomination. Because that shit is going off, because the Lord created male and female, man. A man and a man cannot produce life unto the earth. And that's what the Lord is about. The Lord said man to be what? Be fruitful and multiply, man. You see? You can't produce life with a man and a woman and a woman, man. You see? That's against nature. You see? It says, don't you realize that those who do wrong will not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Don't fool yourselves. Those who indulge in sexual sin, or who worship idols, or commit adultery, or are male prostitutes, or practice homosexuality, or are thieves, or greedy people, or drunkards, or abusive, or cheat people, none of these will inherit the kingdom of the Most High. You see? And that's just straight plain and to the point, man. So if you practicing in that behavior, the scripture say you won't inherit the kingdom of God. The Lord don't love you. Because that's another lie these people like to say, man. You see, the Lord just love everybody. The Lord ain't even love those type of people. No, that ain't what the scriptures say, man. You see, that's a part of their false doctrine, their Christianity, they Roman Catholic dogma, man. That ain't what the scriptures say, man. The scriptures say those that do these things, they ain't gonna inherit the kingdom of the Most High. The Lord don't love you. Ultimately, the Lord's gonna destroy you. You see, because as the scripture saying, the judgment for Babylon, the scripture says it's gonna be as let me get that. As if the Lord, as when the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Let's grab that. I believe that's in Jeremiah 40. Let's see if I can get that. Jeremiah 49. Let me see. That's not over through. Let's see. Maybe because I'm in the NLT. Yep. So Jeremiah 50 and 40, it says, as the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein, man. You see, and this is exactly how the Lord's about to do a Babylon the Great America, man. Because down here it tells you who the Lord referring to, man. Oh, that daughter of Babylon, which the daughter of Babylon is America. It says, behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation of many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, everyone put in array, like a man to the battle against the old daughter of Babylon. So this is letting you know who we're speaking about, man. Speaking about Babylon the Great America, man. You see, because the Lord's going to allow what? These other nations from these different countries to overthrow this place by nuclear fire, man. You know, and rightfully so, because that's how the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. He burnt that place to the ground. He said he left it what? As an example, man, which we can get that. I believe that's 2 Peter 3. Was it first? Let's see, hold on. Yeah, 2 Peter 2. This is 2 Peter 2 and verse 6. It says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after shall live ungodly. And what does America do? They follow right after these same principles and guidelines in which the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for, man. You see, they're following right up under that, them same, wicked and abominable acts, man. You see, that's why the Lord compared this place to being what? Spiritual Sodom, man. You see? Because this place is wicked as hell, just like Sodom and Gomorrah was, man, with that alphabet, behavior, man. Which at in this time, America is way worse. So the Lord going to take this place out. You see, and he said he left it as what? As an example. Let's get that word. Example. It says an example, or example. It says a sign suggestive of anything, delineation of a thing, representation, figure, copy, an example for imitation. You see, so and America did what? They follow after the way Sodom. They imitate in the same shit in which the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for, man. It says for a warning of a thing to be shunned. You see, so this type of behavior is supposed to be shunned. But yet you got somebody that's supposed to be a fear of a believer of God, a Bible teacher, fighting for these type of things, man, letting you know that they're hypocrisy, man. Which in the end all be all, I'm gonna close out with this, because these people don't really believe in the true and living power, man. They really don't believe in the Bible or the scriptures, man. It's a whole persona. Like I said, the God in which they worship is the God of Satan, man. You see. They don't really believe in what these scriptures say, because it wasn't set up for them to do so, man. They are set up to be the wicked, and as the scriptures say, their soul which is in them is not upright, man. You see, they don't have a righteous soul, man. Though they try to profess themselves to be righteous, they're ultimately wicked, man. You see, this is Psalms 50. In verse 16, but unto the wicked Yahweh saith, what hast thou do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? You see, Esau, even the so-called white man, the Lord said, hey, what did you do to take basically taken the Bible unto yourself, try to put yourself up as these God-fearing people, when the scriptures say, verse 17, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee, man. And that's a prime example. This woman right here is a prime example of a person, you see, that you ultimately cast the words of the Lord behind you, man. Because like I said, you in there, you standing, you in the cathedral. The brother, the brother Michael always say, shalom to that brother. Standing in there, acting like you just, holy and for God, but yet you in there, defending for the rights of these wicked, abominable people, man. You're supposed to be shunning this type of behavior, man. But this, at the end of the day, that's these devils, man. They hypocrites, and they really don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They really don't believe in the Lord, man. Because it ain't set up for them to do that, man. It's set up for them to do exactly what they're doing, and that's being the wicked. You see. So with that, I pray and hope this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushua. I just wanted to do that, quick response to this lesson, which was a beautiful lesson. I recommend brothers to check it out. The brother pulled out some key points. So, at the end of the day, hey, you devils gonna go down, man. You really don't believe, in what these scriptures say. Hey, as the scriptures say, man, seeing our haters instructions. So with that, once again, I pray this lesson was edifying. I would like to close out, giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekha Kodash, and double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, who teach them real well, teaching 100% truth, and peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the sincere Akim and Akwaf that are listening in on this truth, pushing in this truth, trying to make their calling of election sure, and shalom to the brothers that's pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, and shalom to the hopeful elect. May the calling of election be upon our homes. So the next time I want to say, Kwam Yasharallah, keep the faith, shalom.